are getting just word that they are about to start. They are actually going live soon. So we do have the Possum at the Disco and the Mighty Midgets going here on Airfield. Getawhale with me. Yay, okay.
Yeah, of course. I had nothing to add to that. So we have teams rolling out, and right away, Sparks is playing Pyro, which is an off class, and I'm itching to get into my ranch, but I won't. And look at the fire. The fire is so powerful, and already Sparks with a 1 kill on Nyx, and people just burning, and sort of puts a lot of pressure on the medic to start to heal and put out those fires. 2 players are down though on red side so far. That's 3 down.
Yeah, big last minute bomb in there. It takes down Lunch, so both medics not surviving. Nyx is a respawn, but he is a close respawn, so that was pretty much a wipe there on mid for this Possum team in red, and the Mighty Midgets are in blue. And course, they do go ahead and take the point first.
And Spark's going to just continue to roll Pyro, and I'm looking at, he's using the back burner actually.
And the back scratcher too.
And look at
he's
this.
Actually get behind the medic.
Oh, that medic is he gonna
Nyx will survive that.
Yeah, he will survive, but very interesting. You know, the off classes can be very effective in forest. Kip, 1 player left up, by the way, for the midgets right now, as Red's gonna get their cap on.
Yeah, Sissel Scout just going big right there for, I'm just gonna call them the Possums. Getting a 3K, finishing off Etney, and looks like Red is going to go ahead and take the point back. Remember, this is King of the Hill, so 3 minutes on the clock, and first to 3 round wins will win. Oh, meanwhile, Sparks with a sweet reflect on Nyx right there, taking out the med again.
Boom, baby, there it is. And so medic down, and the red side. I mean, are they gonna use crits? Or are they gonna switch off to some crazy crap, or are they maybe gonna switch back to regular Uber? We don't know. Right now, it looks like it's time for these midget dudes to cap it. Standing right on there, and there we go. They only managed to take 30 seconds off of the clock before Midgets got it back.
I think the key to this game is going to be keeping your meds alive, because so far we've seen Sparks get 2 med picks and Aviator get 2 med picks. So both meds for both sides just having a ton of trouble staying alive. Oh my god, get on Sparks again right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, he's getting the back. Oh, Nyx down to 50 health right there. One of these days, that backburner assault on the medic is going to work, and it's going to be miraculous.
They're going to get crits probably before this Uber comes out if they keep the med alive. They're at 60% or so on Crits Krieg, and they're going to get a little cap on here too. Now, you talked about how this, sorry, not to, I'll say it real quick, but you said it's similar to Viaduct. It's a really wide map though. It's a lot wider than Viaduct, so there are a lot of opportunities for flanking and flank plays. There's a lot of chances to get around back, and I want to see spy plays, Kip. That's what I want.
We had our first drop. That was a crits drop on Nyx, who's being challenged by Scout. I believe they're Swablu getting that kill. So we have been seeing the Scouts do a lot of nice cleanup, and both Sissel and Swablu are on top on their team in points right now. I think spy plays would be fun, but right now I can't imagine anything being more successful right now than the loadout or the classes we have. You can see Sissel is getting right in on Lunch, who went down to 15 health, but does survive barely. And with about 95% Uber, we will be seeing our first Uber, hopefully soon, unless he drops. Knock on wood.
Barley, here it is. Etney's going to take it, and jumping around, there's no one to shoot. You know, he knows where the medic is. He's going to come right in on him. Just get Nyx, and going to try to work on this soldier as well. Going to whip him to death. Ooh, yeah, we have a whip kill. Lock up your daughters. The whips are out.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. But yeah, so Midgets coming back. They have a lot of time on the point, but May, the demo man for Possums, was able to get in there, stop it for a second, but Nyx only one alive for Possums right now. Not able to stop that caps, and the Mighty Midgets coming back, capping the point. Only 40 seconds left on the clock in this first round.
Full-time Pyro. Can I tell everyone how much I love Sparks right now for running Pyro full-time? I love it.
Go for it. Just go for it.
I love it. Listen, I think that any teams today who are running just the 4/6s classes, all the teams that are running Medic, Scout, Soldier, and Demo, they're boring. It's a boring way to run this 4v4. You need to run off classers, Kip. Get rid of the Medic. You know, the Heavy is so effective on this Airfield map, and I've played this map. The Heavy can be so effective holding down this whole middle area and the side areas of mid as we see Nyx going down to Sparks.
Sparks on a 3K
see what Sparks is doing
right now.
The Pyro is so effective. The Pyros are so effective. The DPS is so high for the Pyro. Snipers, especially on this Airfield map, there's real lot of opportunities for a sniper If you can get, say, one big headshot in 4s, it's very effective and makes such a big difference versus, say, 6s. If you can headshot, you know, the demo or med, I mean, that's a quarter of the team down. You can get 2 headshots, that's half the team, Kip. Can you imagine? So I think that we need to see more off-classing.
4 minus 2 is what now?
It's true, yeah. Math is difficult.
We do see Nyx go down immediately. Lunch stays alive as Aviator gets taken out by Swablu right there. And now Swablu gonna take out May, so a big mid fight here. If they can finish off
Sissel! Sissel has decided to switch off to an off-class, and guess what? He's doing amazing. He does go down, but he got the medic, doesn't matter. You remember, you know, if anyone is really new to this 4 versus 4 format, the only rules are, well, there are item bans and things, but you can't have a heavy and a medic at the same time. So these teams could switch out the medic. You don't need a medic. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you need a medic, Kip. I'm going to be saying it all day. Any one of these players who are playing medic, they won't be friends of mine. I'll tell you that much.
That's a little judgmental. I think it depends on where the health packs are, and if teams and players have not played this map before, it's going to be difficult if you're not sure where the health packs are. And I'm not sure where the health packs are. I've casted this before. It was actually the map for a Platinum 4v4 finals in UGC last season. So it's a very popular and well thought of map for 4s.
Yeah, I think that 4v4 is about having fun, and I think that using a medic, it's more of a crutch and less of a fun thing. I think that it's more of a DM thing if you exclude medics from it, and I think it's unfortunate that every team feels like they have to run a medic, because you don't have to run a medic. And in fact, all the matches I've played on this map have been without medics, but these teams, they decided today they want to run medics, and who am I to stop them? Right? Who?
You're nobody, let's just be honest.
Right,
no, you're nobody, that's my answer.
Literally, yeah. Crits on
We
the
do have a
red
crits,
side.
yeah. Ready to go for these Possums. They're holding on the point, getting some spam now from Aviator. Sorry, that's Etney who's jumping on the rocks. Crits still not popped. Nick's down to 5 health. He will get some more health, and he still has that. Meanwhile, that Uber is getting charged. There we go. Crits finally popped, and kaboom goes the dynamite. Etney on Lunch being taken out right there. Lunch pretty close. Yeah, that's
You said
copyright.
kaboom goes the dynamite.
What?
Wowee,
What? You want to fight? Do you want to go?
Unbelievable. So
You and me, MGE later.
MGE? Well, right now maybe. Right now the time is ticking away, and obviously Team Red, that's Possum at the disco there in the lead, taking time away. We have Pyro coming in behind, and I like this. I like that we have 2 Pyros, but you know, there are a lot of opportunities for other classes. Like I said, snipers, heavies are really good at shutting down this big wide open area. Engineers can be okay. Now, in case people are not up on the whitelist for this tournament, Engies can't run gunslingers. So there's no mini sentries, but they can set up little guns and stuff. I don't see Engies as much, but there are a lot of opportunities, and spy plays, like I said, as well.
I just gotta say, a shout out to Sissel, who was playing Scout, switched to Pyro, and is now just playing Pyro like Scout. He's got his shoddy out, and he's just charging people and doing amazing work with it. We do see the crits popped, and Moy does take down Sparks and Swablu right there, and that's a wipe. And the Possum, or the Mighty Midgets, are come a little short in getting the point.
Oh, I see what you did, because midgets are short.
Oh, is that it? I was making fun of the fact that they were wearing shorts. Okay.
Oh, right, of course. Who's wearing... What? No. Who's wearing shorts, Kip? I don't see any shorts at all. That's a lie. 37 seconds left. We're looking at a potential round victory here for the Possum squad, as I will call them.
Sissel has gone back to Scout, so he decided he's just too good as Pyro. He did take out Lunch right there, so no med for this Possum team. Nyx actually gets bombed by Etney, so no medic for the Midget team.
And remember,
mix that up.
People can switch their classes up as much as they want during this format, and so you can off class. The only big restriction is no med, no heavy at the same time. I hope that some of these players today will think outside the box and break outside of what is starting to become the mold, and have some fun with it. But we see they're taking around. Awesome. This one. It's best of not best of 3, but it's first to 3 rounds. Is how we're playing.
Correct. And it looks like Sissel
rules.
is back on that Pyro. So Sparks and Pyro are still running them Pyro. Sissel, though, is on the Degreaser rather than Backburner. I kind of like the Backburner play, gotta say.
Now, Degreaser is an interesting choice because there was obviously recently a. I wonder, must be running the Flare. A lot of Pyros They were sort of nerfed recently because the extinguisher got nerfed. Let's see who the first pick though is mid here. It's going to be Lunch going down. So the medic right away, rip, and wow, big cleanup here. Mighty Midgets are all down, all 4.
Sissel got 3 of those kills. Just
Wow.
saying.
So to all you young men and women out there who are playing this weekend, try a pyro because it works pretty good usually.
All right, we get it. We get it. We like all classing in force.
We have full crits, and stick trap there picks out Etney, so that's heartbreaker.
Nyx does have this 100% charge. Still in that crits that's been working for them. Worked for him last round. We'll see if they decide to pop it aggressively. They actually do go ahead and pop it. Where is that? There's nothing really.
Where is that? There's nothing to shoot. It almost seems... Anyways, so real smart move by the Midget squad there. Backing away and getting the hell out of danger. But oh boy, it doesn't matter. He jumps in and gets Nyx, so we're not going to see another crits for another little while. And, you know, running Uber, I don't know how I feel about it. Has Lunch gotten any more than 1 or 2 Ubers this whole time?
I don't think so. Next,
About to go down
nice flank
again,
from
maybe?
the high Moy. Oh!
Does go down.
Wow. Moy goes down to pills from Sparks, who is now on them. Amanda, and he goes ahead and gets the caber on Aviator. So interesting, more class changes right there. Sparks going Pyro, which was, I thought it was working all right, to Demo Man to get that heavy damage output.
Our control point is
Yep.
being captured.
Remember, anyone out there who wants to go to a different class, you can become a friend of Getawhale. Haven't seen any different classes here, and still building. I mean, at Lunch, I don't know if Lunch wants to switch off to a different gun or what, because I don't know. It just takes such a long time to get an Uber, doesn't it?
It does?
You're not going to build. I mean, it's not going to be like 6s where the unlock. Here's the fire again. I mean, you can't do a whole lot before the fire comes in and blasts your face. They're going to burn the faces, Kip. Faces are burning.
Big bomb in here for Etney, taking out Aviator, who's now 1v. I mean, the medic, and Etney does take down Nyx. That's probably the way that should have happened. Medic versus soldier. The soldier should usually win.
I mean, look at this. Lunch is out on the point right now.
Why not?
He's
Why
running
not?
around with the crossbow.
He get bombed. Oh!
What? What?
He does get finished off right there.
Lunch, we miss you.
Oh man, I could go for some lunch. Yeah.
I could
But
go for some
11
lunch
Cs.
too. It's 6:45 in the day, but you know. Right now, the time advantage belongs to the Possum with his Ghost Squadron, but about a 30-second or so lead, and the point belongs to the Midgets right now.
I don't know if you saw this, but Sparks is on that lock and load as Demo Man. So,
The control point is
different
being captured.
loadout right there. How do you
Also
feel
known as
different loadouts?
the Lockman load, sometimes some people call it.
Some people go, he's got the caber out,
Oh!
charges! Oh, he's
Caber
not able to
is,
get the med pick.
Yeah, Caber is allowed. It's fair game. And still, I mean, with Lunch, I'd like to see at the end of this, look at the stats and see how many Ubers he managed to pop off compared to the crits of Nyx, because I just feel like it just takes so long, doesn't it? Oh, Nyx is coming out now and still sticking with that crits. I mean, I agree with the decision.
Yeah,
Calling out Doctor. Times are even here, Kip.
yeah, and the other thing with Ubers is a lot of times you'll use them in Highlander 6s to push into places to get positioning and put yourself in a position where you're able to get the kills and get cleanup and whatnot. In 4s, it's hard because it's hard to find people sometimes. There's just less people to kill, and sometimes they can get away. I think with crits, it's easier to track them down.
Control point is being captured.
At least I think that's what I've been feeling in this round. Oh man, Etney coming in there, finishing off Moy, and Nyx gets taken down by Rocket 2, but Sparks playing a huge role in that with the fire, because he is now back on Pyro.
Hot fire! Is that what you meant to say?
I was gonna say that Getawhale started the fire. It was always burning, but etc.
Yeah, the whale start, right, of course. Sisla got taken out, and that's a staggered wipe, we'll call it, for Team Puddle. What are they? Possum? Puddle?
Possum.
Puddle and the Possum? Yeah.
Yes, that was exactly
Possum
right.
at the disco, they do want to take this point back because it belongs to the Midgets right now, who give them 12 seconds and they'll be caught up in terms of time. So, give me another close round, Kip. Another one. Another close round. We've seen a lot of those today so far.
It is indeed, but Luku has that Uber. It is Lunch. He pops it as he takes about a ton of damage, down to 64 health. So a nice pop right there. Will he be able to get something out of this? Etney already getting 2 kills, and one of them was the med. So yeah, nice Uber right there. But can Lunch stay alive? No, he goes down to a pill from Moy.
And not
So
the
I
good
mean,
kind of
using
pill.
Ubers. Sorry,
Not the good kind of pill.
not the good kind. That yeah, no. So that
Not a
Uber is one
multivitamin.
thing. The Uber is one thing, but you gotta stay alive after the Uber to keep those heals going. So that
Yeah.
sucks. But Lunch is back up and already got his charge going. However, they need to get on the point. They do send Sparks out there with his fire and his reflect, and we'll see if these midgets can get something going in these last few seconds. Only 30
See what
seconds
these
left for
midgets can do.
Possums.
I mean, midgets are unpredictable, and they can sneak around, and you don't even know where they are. Aviator right now, speaking of sneaking around, is in behind. They're trying to just kind of get positioning and sneak, see what he can do. There are lots of opportunities, like we said, for sneaky plays on this map, and with the left and the right, it's very easy to wrap around. Oh wow, look at this! Etney picking out Sissel and Nix.
But he goes
Finishing off Aviator
down.
as well. But man, he just sacked in for three players of the enemy team. Are we gonna get it before OT here? We're not. Oof. I don't know. It says I'm seeing 0. I don't know if it technically hit OT or not. Certainly, if Red gets this point back, it's probably going to be the round. But let's see what Blue can do here. Not a lot of time with only 4 players. So
They
you're not
do
going to
have
get
Uber.
respawns. Yeah,
Lunch
they
is
do.
holding on to the Uber. All he has to do is pop it on the point with a pyre. I
Scout
would
is
say,
in.
but Sparks
He
is
can
roaming.
pop. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So a
Blue
nice
pulls
little
it
comeback
off.
there.
Real close finish there. We can all see that.
Well, looks like we have Sissel back on Scout, which is his main. By the way, Sissel is a competitive TF2 player, right? Yeah, I've seen him around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah, sticking with this old Crazy Crits Krieg versus Medigun, and we haven't seen too much switching up of stuff. You know, I think it's fun when people switch up the classes all the time.
Okay, so we're now in a drinking game. Every time Getawhale mentions changing classes, you have to take a shot.
Take a shot. Well, I don't know. I'll play that. How about that? We'll make the stream more entertaining. The full Crits Krieg is being held onto right now, and oh boy, it finally popped.
It's the shoddy
And
crits.
Lunch knows. Lunch backs right the hell out and saves his own life.
Etney with a huge bomb in on next. Etney has just been really great. Both these soldiers, Aviator and Etney, are doing really good jobs of pressuring the medics from the
Point
skies
not
at
capped
least.
right now, but oh boy, we got a M1 charge in on Lunch, who finally has to pop the Uber and doesn't know who to give it to, is stuck with no one to give it to. Lunch just running around sort of singing Christmas carols.
No,
His
it's not the
holiday gun.
season at all.
Well, he's got his holiday Medigun, Kip, come on.
I guess Christmas in July is a thing.
Christmas
Looks
in
like
July.
Midgets will
Hashtag.
go ahead and take the point. They were receiving a lot of spam right there from Moy, who was just spamming the point. He had his medic out on left side, but his medic went down because a nice jump in there from Etney, and he does get taken out by some stickies there from Moy. So Moy is free to get onto the point, but he is super, super hurt. But he's joined by other 2 people on his team.
Spark scam, oh boy, fire all over the place. Picked out Moy, which is great, and a lot of hurt players, and you know, when there's no medic up on the field, it's real easy for that afterburn on the fire. It kind of becomes a nightmare a lot more than, say, in 6s or in Highlander. You don't see it much in 6s, but yeah, that afterburn, boy oh boy. If you don't know where the health packs are, it's you can start panicking.
Yeah, so if you're up against an enemy pyro, I mean, you gotta be running that medic, right?
No, you run another pyro. The pyro can put you out.
I
Or you
guess.
just know where the health packs are and you get to them.
Or you could just be
'Cause
really good.
It's
Jeez.
DM, Kip. It's a DM fest. This is
Alright.
what TF2 is about. It's not about running back to your medic and getting heals. It's about killing things, isn't it? And speaking of killing things, we've got a lot of heat on the medic right now. Lunch somehow survives. It's a nice job by Sissel trying to come right in. What do you think?
Yeah, we
You're
do-
having an internal crisis, it feels like.
Yeah, I don't really know. Is it about the falling back, or is it about the...
Now you play medic, and so you're a little bit maybe biased towards the side of medic, as Swablu takes that Aviator there near the point. But you know, listen to what your heart tells you, Kip. What is TF2 really about?
I don't know.
As Blue's gonna get on the point right now, they're very easily gonna cap it.
Hats.
I mean, look at this afterburn. It's a huge panic thing.
It is absolutely, and I really, really do love playing higher and just getting in people's faces. So I think it's a combination of the two, and it's a balance between the two. And I think that's one of the reasons. And I think Fours is trying to encourage, or at least the format of meta of Fours is trying to encourage that more aggressive play and getting in people's faces. I know before Fours whitelist and everything was solidified, people were playing around with should the sandwich be allowed, and eventually was not. Meanwhile, nice pick right there, Aviator taking down Lunch. Because the thought process was a sandwich is just going to keep people alive, and if you're taking the medic out of a heavy medic combo, having the sandwich is almost as same as having a medic in some ways. You can just get that instant heal, so...
Ooh, we got a big pick on
Nick's going down,
going
yeah.
down to Swablu. The thing, Kip, that I like about being able to off-class and switch your classes up as much as possible, and speaking from experience, because I've played on this map and many of these maps, is it's kind of like a chess match, you know? When you're starting out, if you run out as, you know, 4 sort of random classes, your opponent's not going to know what to expect. They don't know, is a heavy going to come to mid? Are we going to have to watch our heads? Is there a sniper coming? Is there a spy maybe going to be on our flank? And you can keep them guessing. And so then maybe once you bring a heavy out to mid, maybe the heavy goes down and comes back as pyro or something like that, so that you're always keeping the other team guessing as to what's coming. And that's what I like about it so much. And you can do it a lot more than you can, say, in 6s. The 6s med is well established, but this is 4s. And I mean, I think you can play it a lot more as an unpredictable sort of chess match, and that's why I like it.
I'll have more to
Imagine
say
the
about that.
DPS out on the field without a medic, you know? The medic's not having any DPS, as we have a full team wipe. For Team Blue, that's midgets. Mighty
Aviator
Midgets.
coming in, just flying in there. Aviator? How have we not mentioned the fact that there is an airplane on this map? Where is that airplane?
How have we not mentioned it? Let's get Scorpio Uprising in here, and yeah.
Shout out to Rusky Doo, who designed the airplane model. If you can't see it's in the background, we can take a look at that later, because we still have action going on here. There's a game. Did you know there's a game going on?
Is there
here?
a game? What is it?
I think we're playing 4v4. Anyway, only 43 seconds for midgets left on the clock, but right now Possum do have the point with about a minute 15 of their own. Aviator. No, it was somebody else taking out Sparks. Aviator pulling out his pain train and going down to Etney, who just had to tap him and he would have been dead.
The control point is being contested.
We have some Sparks fans in the chat who are cheering on Sparks, their buddy, I guess, their hero maybe, their idol, running the back burner, which I don't know how much back burner. We've got the Conga on mid.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't know was allowed, but I guess it is.
Why not?
It was. I think it was originally not allowed, but I guess we allowed it today, which is good because I don't think teams are exploiting it. Just like
remember
at LAN.
Midgets take this. That will be the end of this this match, because they are up 2-1 right now. So Possum's putting everything out there right now. They are able to get a little bit of time on the point. Lunch being taken out, and Swablu right in on the point. Oh, he gets taken out from Sissel, so nobody left alive to defend, and Possums do go ahead and retake the point. We were told that we missed an air pipe.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, you know,
air pipes. I can do that, can't you?
I can, absolutely, yeah. Real life, sometimes I do it as well. Moy trying to protect the medic right now, and really just doing all they can to hold on to this point and trying to lock it down with sticks, but again, there's just so much as Soldier's going to come up on top of the rock here. There's so many opportunities to come around the backside. Pardon my language.
Our control point is being
And we'll see if they're able to do it. Nyx is about 95% crits, and they should pop this immediately because they're losing a lot of ground right here.
Papa, don't drop it! Papa, don't drop it! Papa, don't drop it!
He did pop it indeed. Gonna jump in on the point, but there's a pyro with reflex going on right there. Out comes the shoddy, and Swablu is the only one left alive for midgets, and he goes down Sissel on a 6K streak, and Possum at Disco were able to take it, so we are tied up 2-2.
Got a tie ball game, Kip, and you know, no shenanigans. Oh, we do have shenanigans. Sorry, I spoke too soon. Both teams are gonna run Kritzkrieg. Lunge is gonna join the club, and we're gonna see who can get this crits first.
Peer pressure.
It is,
it's
maybe
good.
it is
You
peer
always
pressure,
should succumb to peer pressure. Just
always. You hear that, kids? Building a lot quicker so far is the red team. That is Possum at the Disco. Nyx. 25% advantage.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with Lunch here.
I don't know, but every time I hear his name, it makes me
not
hungry.
healing anyone. Yeah,
Oh,
Lunch
look.
just separated. What's going on? Lunch needs protection here. No, Lunch needs to get out, actually.
Sparks was right in on Nyx, but couldn't connect the lock and load pills. He goes down, and Nyx stays alive. Lunge goes down, so Nyx has this 100% Kritzkrieg advantage. I wonder what they're going to do with it. They could
My guess
potentially
is
do
they're
a
going
lot.
to maybe use it to critically boost the weapon of some offensive player.
You are smart. They actually
thanks.
do
You're
go
so
ahead
sweet,
and
Kip.
pop it.
You're great.
Lunch getting taken out immediately with that crit streak, so already it is worth it. Nick still can't stay alive because Sparks comes flying
Look
through
at
the air.
Sparks!
And then he gets
Sparks
the
with
caber.
the pills, oh my lord.
Then he gets
Sparks
the
is,
caber.
I can see now why people in chat are big Sparks fans. I'm becoming a convert. Sparks picked out, I mean, there are only 4 players on the field, but it felt like he was on a 6K.
Shush. It's all about Sissel right now. Did you see that 1v1 scout battle? He escapes with 1 life, protects the point for his team. Sissel is my MVP so far.
1 life.
1 life.
What do you mean? What's that? 1 life
It's like
to
second
live?
life, but it's just 1.
It's like second life. Of course, and Sissel now walking around just the toast of the town on a little 5K now, so, you know, if he had a weapon sheen, it would be sheening.
And only no seconds off the clock for the midget teams, and we're almost at halftime right here for Possum at the disco. So Possum's looking really good right now. Maybe that Ubergun switch wasn't the best for lunch? Question mark. It remains to be seen.
Sissel doing it. 7K. What is going
Whatever.
on?
I already said
Maybe
that.
going for the double team wipe here, and then 8K.
Oh, he's going after the med.
Oh
See if he
boy,
can do it.
there it
He's
is.
the med
8th kill. Sissel just putting the team on his back.
Oh, almost got away with 5 life.
Yikes. Let's go inside the mind of a Sissel. So that was an interesting moment. We have a minute and 8 seconds left for Possum at the disco to win this match. Kip, what's going on here?
Gotta try something. The Sparks is back to that pyro, and he tried to get on the point, just reflect things, but he could not because the crits was popped. Nick staying alive after that crits, which is going to be essential. Keep those heals up, keep his players overhealed on the point, or at least near the point. But this is pressure time, pressure cooker time. Turn up the heat for midgets.
Pressure cooker time!
We've got a player named Lunch. How am I not supposed to be thinking about food?
Delicious, yeah. I might put a sandwich in there in the pressure cooker. See how it comes out.
Only 30 seconds left. Midgets have got to get something going right now. They only have 70% crits, but that's not going to be enough.
They've got to push without it. It's time to go. Sparks is down, but my goodness. The Mighty Midgets. It's time for them to just charge forward. Soldier gonna get up and maybe get some height advantage.
Sissel taking down Lunch. No med right now. And he gets taken down as well. Sparks just respawned. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get here in time. Meanwhile, Nyx has his 100% crit streak waiting for him when he comes. Oh my god, the crit sticky's on the point. This is not going to end well for midgets, but a great game, and it goes to Possum at the disco.
Unbelievable. And so Possum at the disco with an ace, if you want to call it that, in the final round to win this one. Very convincing fashion. The most convincing fashion, in fact.